Assalamualaikum. Let me ask you a question. What if the thing keeping you stuck after divorce is not your ex-wife, but it's your addiction to attention? Not drugs, alcohol, not women. Instead, it's attention. The need to feel wanted, to feel chosen, to feel like you still matter. And before you reject that idea, hear me out. Because I know exactly what that feels like. I'm not speaking as a therapist or some Islamic scholar. I'm speaking as someone who walked through the fire himself. I'm that someone whose identity was shattered, who questioned his self-worth, who sat alone wondering if anyone would ever choose him again. And if you were like me, navigating divorce right now, what I'm about to share may save you years of unnecessary suffering. By the end of this video, you will understand why attention becomes addictive after divorce, why chasing it secretly keeps you weak, and how to rebuild the kind of self-respect that makes attention optional. So stay until the end, because the final lesson completely changed how I viewed women, loneliness, and my own self-worth as a man. And once you understand this, you will never look at attention the same way again. Let's start. After my divorce, there was a period nobody saw. Not the photos on social media, not the gym sessions, not the smiles. It's actually the silent moments, the moments when I was alone. I remember sitting by myself after work, scrolling my phone, checking, waiting, not for anything important, just something, a message, an emoji, a tiny piece of evidence that I still mattered. I didn't realize it then, but I wasn't looking for connection. I was looking for validation, and that's where the trap begins. Because divorce attacks a man in places most people never talk about. You start asking questions. Am I still attractive, respected, wanted? Or am I still enough? And suddenly, attention feels like oxygen. When a woman smiles at you, hey, you feel alive. When someone compliments you, you feel powerful. And when your phone lights up, you feel significant. Well, for a moment. But here's what nobody told me. Attention feels good immediately. Self-respect feels good permanently. And I learned that lesson the hard way. Because there was a period when I started noticing something uncomfortable. Every time I felt lonely, I wanted attention. Every time I felt pain, I wanted distraction. Every time I felt rejected, I wanted proof that somebody still desired me. Does it sound harmless? Until you realize you're becoming emotionally dependent on strangers. So I started seeing a pattern, not just in myself, in other people who is going through what I went through. Men posting for reactions, men checking who viewed their stories online, men entertaining conversations they knew were going nowhere, men using women as emotional painkillers. The scary part here is most of us call it healing. Well, we all know it's not true. It was, I will call it, emotional anesthesia. We were not recovering. We are just numbing it, suppressing it, sweeping it under the rug. And here's where the story gets uncomfortable, because I had to ask myself a brutal question. Was I rebuilding my life, or was I secretly trying to prove something to my ex-wife? That question hit me like a truck, Because if your success is secretly about making her regret losing you, then she's still controlling your life, even from a distance. Think about that. She no longer needs to call you, to text, or needs to be present around you, because she's already living rent-free inside your head. So there was a villain in my story. Not my divorce, not my ex-spouse. It's actually my ego. My need to be seen, to be validated, to feel chosen. Until I defeated that, I wasn't free. So the turning point came when I stopped asking, do they want me? And started asking better questions like, do I respect me? Everything changed after that, because suddenly my self-worth wasn't determined by who replied, who noticed me, or female attention. Instead, I started measuring different things. Did I pray Fajr? Did I keep my promises? Did I train in the gym today? Did I handle my responsibilities? Did I control my emotions? Did I protect my dignity? Did I become a better servant of Allah than yesterday? That's when I discovered something powerful. Confidence isn't built when people approve you. Confidence is built when you approve of yourself. Yep, and that's a completely different game. So I created what I call my own scorecard. Every night, no audience, no applause, no likes, just honesty. And slowly, something started happening. I no longer needed attention to feel okay, because I knew who I was becoming. That changes everything. Then came another lesson. Loneliness. Loneliness is a liar, a dangerous liar, because a lonely heart starts confusing attention with love, comfort with compatibility, chemistry with character, availability with loyalty. And when you are starving emotionally, everything looks like a buffet. So that's why some men rush into relationships after divorce. Not because they found the right woman, but because they are trying to escape the wrong feeling. Loneliness. Yep, I nearly made that mistake myself. Alhamdulillah, I caught it, because I realized something. A hungry man should not be trusted to choose his meal. An emotionally starving man should not be trusted to choose his next relationship. First, heal, then choose. Not the other way around. And perhaps the biggest shift came through brotherhood. Real brotherhood. Not acquaintances. Not social media followers. I mean brothers who cared enough to tell me the truth. Someone who's willing to call me out. Someone who reminded me to pray, to surrender to Allah. Someone who reminded me to focus on my own purpose. Someone who reminded me that I wasn't in love, I was actually lonely. That's tough. Those conversations saved me. You see, because female attention can soothe your ego, you feel good, but strong brotherhood strengthens your spine. And during divorce, you need spine more than ego. Then one day I noticed something strange. The more meaningful my life became, the less attention mattered. When my mornings had Quran, when my body had training, when my work had purpose, the craving disappeared. Not completely, but enough. Because attention had stopped being oxygen. It became a bonus instead. And boy, that's freedom. So what are the 3 lessons from this story? Lesson 1, attention is not healing. It is often a distraction from healing. Many men think they need more female interest after divorce when they actually need more is self-respect. Attention can temporarily mask pain, but it cannot remove it. Only honest work can do that. So the man who constantly seeks validation becomes emotionally dependent on people. The man who builds self-respect becomes emotionally stable, regardless of people's opinions. Your goal is not to feel desired. Your goal is to become a man you admire when nobody's watching. The second lesson is loneliness is not a command. It's a feeling, and feelings are temporary. Many bad decisions happen because men believe every emotion must be acted upon. It doesn't. You can feel lonely without texting her. You can feel rejected without seeking validation. You can feel pain without escaping it. Strength is not the absence of emotion. It is refusing to be controlled by emotion instead. Trust me, the craving will pass. But the consequences of weak decision by you can stay for years. And the final lesson, number 3, your worth was never determined by being chosen. It was determined by your relationship with Allah. True that divorce will change your circumstances, but it cannot, I say again, it cannot change your value. The danger is not losing attention. The danger is forgetting who you are without it. As a Muslim man, identity must be anchored in something deeper than public approval. Because when Allah is enough for you, people lose the power to control you. So if this message resonated with you, download the Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook. The link is in the description. It is completely free. Inside you will discover the frameworks that help me rebuild my confidence, discipline, emotional stability, purpose, and direction after divorce. And if you're really serious about accelerating your rebuild, go ahead, apply for a private rebuild strategy call. I will look at where you are, what's keeping you stuck, and help create a practical roadmap for your next chapter. Both links are in the description below. So let me leave you with this. Attention is proof that someone noticed you. Self-respect is proof that you did not abandon yourself. One comes from people, the other comes from character. One can disappear tomorrow, the other stays with you for life. I strongly suggest you build the second. The first will stop controlling you. If this resonated with you, subscribe to my channel and comment below. Do you agree or disagree? And as always, keep rebuilding. Assalamualaikum.